really good job by this defense because, remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Going downfield for the big play. Wide open, he makes the catch.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Got it inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. And the Sun Devils will hustle to the line. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Offenses are just putting up numbers.
They got so much speed and so many positions with spread football now in college. It's so hard to stop. Defenses are just trying to hold on, shut them down in the red zone, and not give up a touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking for a man. It's Swan. He's going to fire deep. Makes a grab for a big play. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, they hit that deep crossing pattern, and a nice job by the quarterback there, keeping his eyes down the middle of the field. He's not telegraphing where he's going to throw it. He knows he's got to give his guy a chance to work through the traffic, get all the way across the field, but you can't let the defense know where you're going with it. So really good timing between those two on the play.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Panthers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They want to run it left here. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
And the Panthers with the 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Swan. Fires to the tight end. Wide mind and hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on. Bust through behind his pad. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll move the wide receiver. A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They come to the line, facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it for a big play. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Across the 35. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play has this offense in business.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
That's caught. It's Bell. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Quarterback adapted. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wide receiver going in motion. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. To throw, it's Swan. Quickly to the tight end. Smacks him with the stiff arm. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. Throwing right. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Oh, they're after him. This time he's got his man. At the 40, there he goes. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. Sun Devils will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Together here as they start from their own 21. Little over anxious, out of the stance early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Back to throw, it's Swan. Oh, a lot of space. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Back to pass on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
You know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Lost to throw again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Burnett. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
I think that time offensively, we're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got it, 1st down and more. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Lost, the defense is wide open. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like Which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Swan. Fires to the middle. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That's reeled in. It's Hobbs. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. The Panthers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, FIU. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Raiola. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Sun Devils want to crank the tempo. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. That is the last thing you want on 1st down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Sands. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Anderson. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the 1st down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. He wants to throw it again. Flushed out of the pocket. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona State! The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Discards him with the stiff arm. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Looking downfield, it's Swan. And this will be picked off, a costly turnover in a tie game. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
And this is great sudden change defense right now. Of course, this drive started with their backs against the wall. They've now forced 2 straight incompletions. If they could make one...
Touchdown, Sun Devils! They move on top here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the ground, it's Hobbs. Hard running there. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Back to throw, it's Swan. Snagged in the middle, it's Hobbs. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. FIU pushing tempo.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. It gets an explosive play for this offense.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. They get to the line quickly. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Got it in the middle, it's Burnett. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida International. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. They'll try the right side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, that they've got to take a timeout here. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
I think they'll be aggressive here and try to win it in regulation. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. He's loose. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Makes the grab past the marker. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, and they're running the football over to the right-hand side, and obviously that's where the kicker wants this thing. He told his head coach, get me on the right hash. I can draw this thing on the kick. It's the angle I want to go and win this game.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And this will be for the win. Nerves of steel. Right down the boulevard on the game-winning chip shot. That was fun, and it was big time. And it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, David. That's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play. But you could see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder for this team.
And with that,